The ongoing conflict between Israel, Gaza, and Iran has deep historical, political, and religious roots, creating a complex and volatile situation in the Middle East. To understand the current war, we need to explore several key factors: historical background, ideological divisions, geopolitical interests, and recent triggers. Historical background. The conflict between Israel and the Palestinian territories, including Gaza, can be traced back to the early 20th century. After World War I, the League of Nations granted Britain a mandate over Palestine. Jewish immigration to the area increased significantly during this time, leading to tensions with the Arab population. The situation escalated after World War II, when the United Nations proposed a partition plan in 1947, creating separate Jewish and Arab states. This led to the establishment of Israel in 1948, which the surrounding Arab nations rejected, resulting in the First Arab-Israeli War. Over the years, several wars and uprisings have shaped the region's politics, including the Six-Day War of 196-7 and the Yom Kippur War of 1973. The Six-Day War was particularly significant as Israel captured the Gaza Strip, West Bank, and East Jerusalem, areas central to Palestinian identity and demands for statehood. Ideological divisions. At the heart of the conflict is the ideological and religious divide between Israelis and Palestinians. Israel, a predominantly Jewish state, seeks to ensure its security and maintain sovereignty over the land it sees as historically and religiously significant. Palestinians, primarily Muslims living in Gaza and the West Bank, seek independence and the establishment of a sovereign Palestinian state, with East Jerusalem as its capital. Gaza is controlled by Hamas, an Islamist militant organization that does not recognize Israel's right to exist. This ideological stance is a key driver of ongoing violence, as Hamas frequently launches rocket attacks into Israel, and Israel retaliates with airstrikes and ground operations, resulting in casualties on both sides. Iran's role. Iran, although geographically distant, is a major player in the Israel-Gaza conflict due to its strong support for anti-Israeli movements. Iran has long been a patron of Hamas and other Palestinian factions, providing financial aid, weapons, and military training. Iran views Israel as a regional adversary and uses its influence in Gaza to destabilize Israel and exert power across the region. Iran's broader geopolitical ambitions also play a role. Iran seeks to expand its influence in the Middle East, challenging Israel and Sunni Arab states, especially Saudi Arabia. By supporting Palestinian groups and Hezbollah in Lebanon, Iran extends its proxy network to surround Israel with hostile forces. Geopolitical interests and regional alliances. The conflict has also drawn in global powers, with the United States historically supporting Israel, while countries like Russia and Turkey navigate more complex relationships with both Israel and Iran. The U.S. views Israel as a key ally in the Middle East, providing military aid and political backing in international forums. Iran, on the other hand, opposes American influence in the region, further fueling tensions. Arab states are divided in their approach to the Israel-Gaza conflict. While many countries once staunchly supported the Palestinian cause, recent years have seen a shift in alliances, particularly with the Abraham Accords, where several Arab countries normalized relations with Israel. This has left the Palestinian leadership feeling increasingly isolated, with Iran and its allies remaining some of their most vocal supporters. Recent triggers. The latest round of violence is often sparked by specific incidents, but these are symptoms of deeper, unresolved issues. Recent flare-ups in Jerusalem, particularly around the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound, one of Islam's holiest sites, have often triggered broader confrontations. Israeli police actions at these sensitive locations, combined with disputes over land rights and settlements in the West Bank, continue to ignite tensions. The humanitarian situation in Gaza further exacerbates the conflict. The densely populated enclave faces severe economic hardship due to the Israeli blockade, and living conditions are dire. These hardships contribute to the cycle of violence, as militant groups like Hamas gain support by promising to resist Israeli occupation and defend Palestinian rights. Conclusion. The Israel-Gaza-Iran conflict is a multifaceted and deeply entrenched struggle, shaped by historical grievances, religious divisions, and geopolitical interests. While ceasefires and peace talks have been attempted, the fundamental issues Israel's security concerns, Palestinian statehood, and Iran's regional ambitions remain unresolved. The path to peace will require addressing these core issues, but as long as ideological and geopolitical rivalries persist, the region will continue to face periodic flare-ups of violence.